Hello everybody, it's me, AceDukes13 here, welcoming you back to Let's Play Penny Arcade on the Slick Precipice of Darkness, Episode 3, Part 4. This is the day, oh wait, I did beat the game, and oh boy. Kinda annoyed me, but at the same time, I can't wait for the fourth one to come out now. The last one. Which is probably going to be a saddening day for all Penny Arcade fans, because, yeah, there are 10 chapters. We're halfway through the game already. This game is very short. It's like, on normal, it's probably like a 6, depending on, like, if you explore and get treasure and fight every fight and whatnot. And depending on what you do for your classes, it'll probably take you at least to 6 to 11 hours on normal. Probably even shorter on easy. Hard and insane, I believe, actually will take you at least over 3 weeks. In my opinion, because, this game is kind of unforgiving. Anyways, in the last part, we just got to the Hark House, and we got separated from Tycho and Jim. And I'm all alone in this house with a cup of frappe that I got at work. So yeah, let's do this. Let's see. Plus, this house is crazy pants, by which I mean cray. Nice. Okay, ooh. There's a lot of unique enemies in here. Like this girl. Here we have 2 new enemies, the Mademoiselle and the Spectre. Honestly, a lot of things in here are weak to fire. So go nuts with fire. Gabe is gonna go nuts here, by the way. So, Mademoiselle. Interests include needlepoint and vampiric transference. I don't really... they're not that bad of an enemy. Just keep an eye on them, okay? I would highly recommend taking them out first. Then we got the other new enemy, the Spectre. That's right, fellas. Those disgusting, filthy rags go all the way up. To be honest, I don't get it. Okay. These guys will mostly cast haste on themselves, which, obviously, haste will make their turns come up faster. I honestly don't know I don't remember what the Mademoiselle can do that's pretty threatening. So let's just take care of her first. Anyway, here's Molotov. She kind of hits hard, but she is very weak to ice, fire. But keep in mind that the weak, well, you'll see. I don't quite remember it, but don't quote me on what I'm gonna say. Now, I believe the Spectres are also weak to it. Yeah, see, they're just going to spam haste for a little while. Okay, these guys are weak to fire as well. Didn't quite kill it. Why would you use hate? Never mind. Again, the way I'm using Moira, she now has AoE attacks, but they're all mostly physical. And level ups. Hail and Thunder. Actually, I want to try the Apocalypse. For, her. Let's see. Incoming Prophecy has fire all. Incoming Prophecy has ice all. What? Wait. Oh, no, wait, I remember, a friend of mine at work, well, not a friend of mine at work, just a person I know at work that's always there, that kind of not at work, what am I saying? Oh, yeah, he, sometimes when I go on break, I, get some info from my, Penny Arcade buddy, and I don't know if he's gonna be watching this, but what's up? Okay, but he told me supposedly the Apocalypse, they charge up and then release the attack. Which honestly, now that I think about it, doesn't sound good. I'll probably try it on my hard playthrough. For now, she's going to be sticking to the Crabomancer. And I forgot to save. Anyways, we have another new enemy. The Dapper and the Stabinet. Stabinet. I don't know how to pronounce that. Forgive me. Okay, the Dapper. Look at their tiny canes and hats. Clearly, it's on. Oh, jeez. And the Stabinet, these end tables are perfect for storing your excess rage. Honestly, I think all the Stabinet has is a pretty good D, while these guys have are pretty... they're not too threatening. They just got a good amount of HP. That's all they got, really. I don't know if they're the highest HP enemy you're going to be fighting here, next to the boss, but anyways, we don't have any AoE attacks yet. By the way, Moira, unless you're gonna make her, look, I want to make her kind of more of a defensive tank in this one, but okay, most likely you want to give Crabomancer the character with the highest defense, so that way they can take the hits, they can tank. This is a tanking mage class. I know that sounds weird, but trust me. Defense and magic resist up, and yeah, see, damage based on your defense. So let's go ahead and try it on the Stabinet. And full auto, you guys. I don't remember what the what they're weak to. I think it's, I want to say fire, but I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and give it the old college try. Nope. Oh, by the way, the Garden of Dangerous Bees is really nice. That does damage to them every turn, while Garden of Tranquil Waters heals your party every turn. It's honestly, I kind of use only these two gardens, to be honest. These are the only two gardens I use. Anyways, let's go ahead and throw a Molotov on the Dapper, see if they're weak to it. What sucks is, unlike in the other two Penny Arcades, they don't let you have like an enemy bio or whatever, or like an enemy bio, like a case file on the enemy, so you know what they're weak to and what they're resistant to. So you kind of have to memorize it. Anyway, Crabomancer, Elementor, Ice Shard, bam. As for Gentlemen, let's try Wind with New Shoes. New shoes. Wind usually does a good amount of damage. It always has. Wind was always those elements and that element in like most RPGs that does a good amount of damage. That and ice. Excuse me. And ice. Anyways, Gumshoe, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. Let's make sure the Stabinet doesn't get a turn. If it lives, I don't know. Oh, it died, so it didn't matter. Let's go ahead and kill this thing. By the way, guys, show your support. By the way, I don't know. I think I probably posted it. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Anyways, thinking out loud again. Level ups. In my opinion, the worst one out of all of them is probably Diva, cause honestly, that's more of a class you want to like. That and the Slacker are the two worst in my opinion. The best is probably, actually no, there isn't the best. There's only worst. I'm kidding. I actually have tested Delusionist. It's okay. I don't want to go into too much detail. All I'm gonna say is it's okay. Like, I don't know how to word it. Duplicate potion quantity up. Heck yeah. The more potions, the merrier. In this game, potions are pretty much like Phoenix Downs on. I don't know. They're really good. In this game, potions are very useful. But then again, in all RPGs, potions are pretty useful. But not as good in this game. Not like regular potions. Alright, some specters. We can take these guys out with Fireball. Oh, FYI, I believe Gabe is the only character that can learn a AoE fire move. Fire move. Excuse me. So, yeah. Yeah, they'll either haste or attack you. I don't think they have any threatening other attacks besides just a basic attack and haste. And here's Elementor, Fireball. Bam. Got another Molotov for you. Bam. And next, another Fireball. Do we have that attack? No, we don't. We don't have any. Oh, we already have half the items too. By the way, we're already halfway done with this game, chapter-wise, like story-wise. There aren't any side quests in this game, which kind of saddened me. I kind of wish there were. Oh, they're resistant to ice. I don't. Well. Keep that in mind. I think I got an idea. About, because this place kind of gave me a little bit of trouble my first playthrough. And, Prima Donna. Again, don't bother with Diva, trust me. Diva and, Slacker, don't bother with them. Unless you're playing on easy and you just want to test them out, then fine. You can actually change the difficulty in the middle of the game, if you want to be cheap. But we are not going to do that, because that is for, like, okay, I'm gonna admit, I am planning on changing the difficulty if I lose to a... This is gonna sound like kind of wussy-ish. If I lose to a boss more than 3 times. Hot, hot, hot! Fire abilities deal more damage. So, Moira's gonna go to town here, and here we have 2 new enemies, the Screepots and the Bad Books. The Bad Books, I believe, are resistant to everything except fire and physical attacks. Don't quote me on that. Oh, quick rally. Mia, where are you? My puppy is somewhere. Mia! Oh, man. Anyways. Civilization, my ass. I don't really know. I don't know about these guys. These guys are okay. Enemies. Just be careful of them. These guys are kind of tough. Because I think they have a very small chance of causing the bleed status effect. And that hurts. Like, bleed, it doesn't... I don't think, unlike hoboism, like... it doesn't lower defense a little bit. Hoboism, I think, does lower your defense a little bit. And... bleed just is straight up damage. Poison, I think, it does damage and it slows you down. Don't quote me on that. I might have that backwards. I might need to look that up later. But for now, we burn him. Bam. Yeah, when there's an elemental ability that's like amplified like this, I call these like elemental like since fire does more damage in this battle, I call it a fire amplified battle. So since we got like a fire amp right now, they'll kind of give you a hint on what those enemies are weak to. In this case, they're going to be weak to fire. So go ahead and chuck another Molotov. I don't think these guys have anything too threatening. I don't do that. If they do, it'll probably come to me when they do it. Sorry, I had to take a sip of my frappe. Yeah, I'm drinking a frappe, sue me. No, don't sue me, I'm poor. I'm extremely poor. Like, very, very poor. Oh, they're weak to wind, too? Okay. I actually didn't know that. I thought a lot of the enemies here were resistant to wind. Whatever. Berserk! Ooh, that's a really good attack for Gabe. What that does is it's a physical AoE attack. It costs 2 MP, but it's worth it. Mentor learns Earth Slash. Nice. Ooh, Triceratops. Well, Triceratops is okay. What it does is it buffs the it buffs the character's defense, and it usually all the dinosaur transformations last 3 turns. Usually one is a buff, or at least multiple more buffs, but most of them are like, you'll see when we use him. It's easier just to show you what the Dinosaur can do. All I can say is that what he does is with Jim, he's really good for Jim because you'll see. Jim is a unique character. I like Jim. Well, in this game, he's a lot more unique. Anyways, Ratfink. No, new enemy. Surprisingly enough, it just looks like a smaller Dapper. I think that's what they did. They just shrunk the sprite a little bit. Like they pretty much, it's like a click, drag, and shrink. Never ever refer to their little canes as adorbs. Nice. Anyways, Molotov. Okay, they're not weak to fire, so I just wasted a Molotov. They're not that much different from the Dappers, but let's go ahead and do Earth Slash. Bam. Funny thing is, Earth is like my second favorite element. My first being Ice. Oh no, wait, Earth is my third favorite element. My second being Ice. My first being. Oh no, wait, that's backwards. Second being Wind. First being Ice. There we go. And it saddens me how in this game, Ice is the most expensive freaking spell. Or most expensive element MP-wide. Okay. Bum Fight. That's actually nice for if you are using the hobo. What that does, especially in boss fight, what that does is it's basic. What it does. I got tongue tied there for a second. What it does is it pretty much, it does good damage. It's a good physical attack, but it does it's super effective against enemies that are afflicted with hoboism. So it is very good against boss fights. Very good in boss fights. I'll go ahead and save again. Again, get used to this screen. And here we have two new enemies, the Skulk and the Gaunt. Oops. Slaughter the living, except me! No, wait. Skulk, Proverb. And the Gaunt. He's all skin and bones, except with no skin. Or bones. Yeah. The Gaunt is pretty much... These two are pretty much the same enemy, except this guy is more physical. Kinda. Like, he's a bit more on the defensive side, while this guy is more on the offensive side. I might have that backwards. But I guess we'll see what happens. I actually honestly don't know what these guys are weak to. Ow. Ow. No, it's not light. Or fire. Let's try wind. Nope, it's not wind. I think it might... I don't know. Usually it's elements I don't expect. Oh, and just in case people are wondering, or if it's not obvious, you can't change, like, Tycho... Okay, let me give you the 4 normal classes for them. Tycho is a Scholar, Gabe is a Brute, Moira is a Gumshoe, and Jim is a Necromaster. I know that you probably all know this by now, but one thing that I'm going to say, just in case people are going to ask, is you can't change those. Those are their base classes. Like, you can't change Gabe into a Scholar. Like, you can't make him a Brute Scholar Hobo. That won't work. So, if it hasn't been plainly obvious, you can't change their base classes, which is the first one. Which is their actual level, if you want to think of it that way. So let's go ahead and use heal 2 on Tycho. I just wanted to get that off, like, just say that, because just in case. Alright. Go ahead and use Berry on the Gaunt. Okay, it's not Earth either. What the heck are these guys weak to? Is it Ice? If it is, I'm gonna be annoyed. Bam. I'm gonna use it on the Gaunt since he has more HP, and it'd just be a waste on the Skulk. Anyways, heal Tycho. Or maybe that was a bad idea. Okay, so he's resistant to it. So does that mean the Skulk is weak to ice? That's probably the case too. Watch, that probably is. Oh shoot! Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. I thought she was gonna die. Let's just add insult to injury. I don't know if this will kill it. Nope. Oh wow, he barely got his last turn off before we killed him. Soul Eater. That's a Chosen One. Diva, Illusion, stuff like that. Okay. The Talismans. I think what this does is it makes you it increases it, like, it has something to do with MP. I think stuff costs more or less MP. I don't like when I cut like this item. I think I don't know. Let's just go ahead and equip it because I got nothing better for him. Yeah, Talismans. TM. I've actually never used this accessory, so it's gonna be a new experience for me. Oh, here we have the big mini boss of this area, the Flare Wolf. Well, not really mini boss, just the big dude, like the Aegis. You know what I mean. The Flare Wolf is kind of tough. He's not that bad. He just has some good physical attack. Gumshoe. Let's go ahead and take care of those specters. Even though they're not going to be much. Impeccable. Delectable. Okay. Okay, so I honestly don't know what the heck this thing does. Oh, okay. It gives you a free... Oh, I see now. It gives you a... Wow, that's actually kind of nice. It gives you a free MP point. What are you doing, Mia? Oh, she needed to get her bone under the chair. Bella play nice. Now, I know that'd be a waste. So, well, actually, it wouldn't be a waste if I did. I'm gonna try something. It's probably a very bad idea. Because I don't remember the Flare Wolf's weakness. Okay, the Flare Wolf isn't weak to it, but the Spectre is. I thought he'd be resistant to it. That's kind of funny. Anyways. Ow. He's got a silly attack at an H. Why'd I do that? Alright. Ice shards. Shoot. Double tap. Okay, he's not ice. Wait, does he get 2 MP a turn? If so, that's really incredibly kind of powerful. Okay. Ooh, Cold Shoulder and Wind Bullet. What those are, they're basically... Okay, every character has their main elements. Like, one of their moves is going to be one that makes all their all their basic physical attacks, that element. So, Cold Shoulder will make all of Tycho's normal physical attacks ice, while Wind Bullet will make all of Moira's physical attacks wind-based. Which will come to pass. Speed 25, defense 24. Okay. It's a dead end. And still no sign of Gabriel or Jim. Which honestly is nice. Sometimes I need a break. Meanwhile... Whoa, what happened? The house just got super old-timey. Where did Tycho and Moira go? If Jim has a working theory, he does not share it. Looks like it's just you and me, old buddy. It's up to us to rescue them from whatever monstrous, monster has them trapped. We got this! Gabe attempts to offer Jim a high five, but as Jim has no hands to speak of, it doesn't quite come together. He settles for a quick pat on the court. Oh, jeez. So yeah, now we're to the big two. We're to the other two, the good guys. Now, here, I think the weaknesses and resistances in this time are reversed. So, I gotta try. Let's see, are these guys still weak to fire? Yes, they are. Never mind, they just have a different sprite. That was my theory, because I never actually tried it. Anyways, yeah. So, Tycho's gonna have a move, I think he already has a move, that makes all of his physical attacks fire, while, actually, the first time I played this, I thought Jim's element would be Earth, because since he got so many Earth moves first, that's what I think, that's what I noticed. It's either Earth or Darkness he gets first, mostly Earth, but it actually is Darkness, that is his element. I know, it's stupid for him being a Necromancer, but still. Anyways, let me show you what Dinosaur can do. Now we have Velociraptor and Triceratops. Let me show you what this does. We're going to use Velociraptor first. Bam! Now, we can't control Jim anymore. For the next 3 turns, he's going to be auto-attacking using the 3 Velociraptor moves we have for him. He has... well, you'll see. I forgot to open up with a Sucker Punch, but since these guys are so weak, bam. The Velociraptor has... let me just tell you. Diversion is pretty much a harder-hitting Interrupt, or a harder-hitting Double Tap. Then he has... oh wait, I think it's... no, Diversion is the first attack he'll use. Then it's, Flesh Ripper, I think, is the next one. Which is a hard-hitting attack that has a very small chance of causing bleed. And then well, I might have this backwards. Between the second and the last one. Now, the last one is called, I think it's called That's a Smart Girl, or That's a Good Girl. Apparently they suspected Moira to be the Dino Sorcerer for the party. But now I use Jim. Anyways, it raises their speed highly. I'm tongue-tied. Anyways, fight them out. Whoops. They also have different sprites, which is kind of cool. Anyways. Now, honestly, here, this is, in my opinion, the only place where I actually don't always open up with Sucker Punch. Let me try using Sucker Punch here. That kind of, Here we can use it, like, a lot more effectively, because even though Gabe has a higher fire element, not with those, with his current weapon, let's see if that'll one-shot it. No, never mind, I kind of figured that. White Wedding, that's a move I remember. It's pretty much a drain, is what it is. I remember now, that's the move that's kind of meh. Yeah, 2 MP, light attack, all. Pretty good attack. It costs 2 MP, so... It's alright. There it is, Diversion. Alright. Now Jim actually... their stats actually change. With Jim, he's a lot faster, and... with Triceratops, he's more defensive. We'll get to the other 2 dinosaurs you can transform into with the dinosaur. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that you do get 2 more dinosaur transformations, but they're so far off, I think, that it's like you may forget. Disembowel, that's what it is. That's the hard-hitting attack. Anyway, save. There's a door open. Huh. Yeah, let me go back real quick. That was weird. I never heard that sound. That was weird. Whatever. I'm gonna take on the specters over here. Bam. With the Triceratops, he mostly has defense buffs. Like the first two are always defense buffs, and the last one is Stampede, which is an AOE physical attack. I don't know if it's a good attack. I personally, that's probably the weakest of the three, or of the four transformations you can become. Velociraptor's more the balanced out one. The other two are probably the first and second most powerful. You can probably guess what one of them is, but the last one you'll never guess. And no spoilers. I'm gonna already warn you that I probably should have warned that right in the first episode. But if I see any spoiler comments, I will immediately remove them. I will immediately pretty much lock the comments for like, I don't know. You guys don't comment that much. Say that, meh. It's not that I'm unappreciative. It's just that, I just do this for fun, which some people don't get. Like, some people want to do it for views. Don't do this for views. For crying out loud. Do, like, some, like, a lyrics video. Or a dubbing of something. Like, seriously. Anyways, Cordwainer leveled up. And that was a mini rant. Get used to this, people. By the way, big shout out to Lordlmao. This is, LP is dedicated to him. Because I know how much he really likes Penny Arcade. Hopefully he doesn't get annoyed with me. I just really like him. He's the guy that kind of inspired me to get to start reading the comics a little bit, the graphic novel. One of the two. It's kind of the same thing, but graphic novels are better in my opinion. Okay. But yeah, he got me into a lot of stuff. Mostly JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the Watchmen comics, kinda. He got me into Penny Arcade a little bit. He got me into a bunch of stuff. No drugs, though. No. I like their, I like the Dapper's, sprite when he's like this. He looks nice. He looks a lot nicer. Anyways. These guys are an exception to the Sucker Punch rule. Bam. Necromaster. Oh, he learned Dark Wave. Okay. Let me show off Triceratops, I guess. Excuse me. I'm kind of tired from work, but it'll be worth it in the end. This is gonna be. This game is probably the shortest of the three so far, because it's only like 6 hours. The other two are like maybe a good maybe 7. It's gonna a good week or so, a good 4 days, good 2 days, depending on what difficulty. It's not that Penny Arcade games are like they're not that long, to be honest. Like, I mean, look at this. We're already halfway through the game, and it was in the first 3 parts, first 4 now. Well, first 3 parts. We are halfway through the game. And let's go ahead and use Brute Punch. Ow. Ow! Bam. Staunch defense. Oh, I think that taunt. Oh, that's like a taunt up, pretty much. That's like saying. What a taunt up does is it pretty much makes them, like, they'll attack him more than anyone else. Let's go ahead and, go ahead and use Soul Calibur. That's a pretty good attack. Bam. Bony Frill, that raises the defense. Oh, jeez. You're getting a bit weak. Go ahead and use a potion on yourself. I think the Stampede is based on his defense, so it's pretty much the Crabomancer on it's pretty much does the more damage than the Crabomancer, but this is again it's You have to use 2 of his turns up. By the way, when he still gets MP though. That's the cool part about the Dino Sorcerer. They still get MP when they are in dinosaur form. So right afterwards, they could launch a pretty heavy spell or a pretty heavy ability. Like if I made Gabe a Dino Sorcerer, right now, the next turn, I'd be able to use Breakthrough when he gets out of his dinosaur form. So that's a really good move. Let's go ahead and use Berserk now. Bam! Oh, it only attacks 1? I thought I attacked all of them. Maybe that's... Oh, whatever. Energizer. You get... Basically, this is like a... if you kill him with the attack, you'll get 1 MP point. It costs 0 MP, and it's kind of meh. It usually doesn't work for me. Anyways, not Necromaster. Necromaster. Dark Blast. Darkness is a really good element in this game, but a lot of enemies are going to be resistant to it, which sucks. Alright. Supple, passive ability. Max HP plus 60. Now over here, yep, that's right. You always want to check twice because, yep. Now we got a Molotov quantity up. They're usually related to the whatever the item was. So since that was a potion quantity up, this one in this like alternate realm where Gabe and Jim is going to be. Oh, never mind. I thought this would be like backwards. So instead of hot for fire amp, I thought it would be like something like Deep Freeze or something like that, where it's I forget what it's called for the special battle condition, where pretty much ice attacks get amped up. That might be the next. I don't know. The books in this one look really cool. I like those. I like the black pages and all, and how like neon-y they look. That's cool. I'm a sucker for cool enemy sprites. I'm old school, so when it comes to like these kind of like sprites, I'm a sucker for them. I forgot to read their description, though. I just didn't realize that. Mostly terrible sequels by the original author's idiot son, Georg. It's probably a reference to the comic again. Most of these are probably a reference to the comics, the graphic novel Penny Arcade Adventures. So if you know if there are any, if you know if there are any references in this, feel free to leave a comment, because I don't really remember the Penny Arcade series that well. All I know is that at one point Gabe had an alter ego, the Cardboard Tube Samurai, and Dr. Blood is a... I forget! I looked it up and then I forgot. Like, Professor Witch Warlock or something like that. Anyways, Fireball. Molotov. Quit hitting me. Okay, yeah, he doesn't know it. Wolfie! I should probably talk to her after I'm done with this recording. And I just realized he has a lot of MP, so let's go ahead and use it. Go ahead and use Dark Wave. Why did I use Dark Wave? Never mind. Alright. All of them gotta level up. Random NPC. Not really a ghost. Some research ghosts and oh yeah, that guy's Actually, you know what? I'm gonna call it an episode here because I'm kind of tired. I'll upload another episode later. The pace I'm gonna be going at is either a 2 or 3 chapter pace. Actually, to make it easier and make it like more spaced out, I'm gonna do a 2 chapters per episode. Maybe it all depends on what I feel like. So, Mason Dukes 13. I'll see you probably later. So take care. Bye bye. Bye.